Hey Evan, what's going on? This is Luke here, and this is the video I was mentioning earlier when we spoke on the phone that I wanted to send over. Okay, I will try to keep it short so it doesn't take a lot of your time and also it doesn't get too confusing. All right, but it's basically three things that you can change, and were the first things that I would change definitely to improve your online presence, and that would make a huge difference, not just in where your rankings, but also on the amount of business you get through your website and through your Google profile. So basically, what we do is we work with a lot of aesthetic. In the aesthetic industry and in the health and wellness industry with a lot of different clinics and practices, and basically we help them with this stuff. And as I was making a research on the San Diego market for IV therapy clinics, I came across your Google business page. I was reading your reviews and reading a little bit more about your company. I came to your website and I really liked it, so I figured it would be worth my while to shoot this video for you and to see where it takes us, because I think this could be the beginning of something real nice. So I hope you find it interesting and useful and that you like it as well. Now, this is your website. I do actually really like your website. I love your logo. And I like the fact that you have all your information with the operating hours right away in the top. The website is clean, is well structured. Everything is lined up properly within the color palette. The fonts make sense. The sizes make sense within the titles and the paragraphs or the subtitles. Everything is aligned, like I said. It's a good website, good looking website, professional and informative. It communicates your services, what you do, and your mission pretty clearly. Therefore, it's a solid website. However, it's some things that you will need to change, not because it's not good, but because it's the way Google wants it. Okay, and you can get away with it if you do certain other things, but this would be the easiest way and the best way, to be honest, in order to be able to rank your website and solidify your top position and the control of those top spots. Now, before we dive into it, because it's going to take a little bit longer, let's dive into your Google Business profile. Okay, you have a nice profile. You have a bunch of pictures. You have really good reviews and a lot of them, and pretty good amount of information. But when you see, for example, that somebody looks up for IV therapy in San Diego, all right, the first thing you see is the Google Backpack, which is where your profile would show. Now, these guys at the top, they'll have a lot of reviews, they'll have a lot of pictures. So how do you beat them? Okay, you can see here that you're pretty high up. You're like in 6th or 7th position right here. So you're doing pretty good already. What things can you do to get over these guys right here? Now, uh, obviously, add more pictures and make sure the pictures are geotagged. Basically, you don't want to add a lot of pictures at once. You want to add a lot of pictures, but weekly. All right. So every week you want to add new pictures and good new amount of pictures. That way, Google see that is activity going. You want to answer all your reviews, good and bad. In this case, they're all good, ideally within 24 hours. But the most important thing is that you answer them. Make sure that you fill out all your information properly. I see you don't have your services or products listed with pictures and descriptions. It's a little pain in the ass, I know, but that makes a big, huge difference. All right. And then make sure you post at least twice a week. All right. Connect all your social profiles. I see you have your Facebook and your Instagram. If you have Pinterest or any other thing, make sure you connect it. LinkedIn, make sure you connect those. And Google Business allows you to do posts or post promotions or offers or whatever. Make sure you put at least 2 posts per week. Okay, those are really important. But the most important thing to rank are citations. If you want to be at the top right here, you want to have more citations than your competition. And a citation is nothing else than your business name, address, and phone number, the same way you have it here on Google, listed on different directories throughout the web. And the first ones that come to mind are probably like Yellow Pages, White Pages, Yelp, Facebook, Home Advisor, Angie's. But it's thousands out there, and you want to be in as many as possible, and at least in more than these guys. All right. If you do those little things that I mentioned, and then you build a bunch of citations in order to be over these guys, you will be at the very top in a matter of no time. Okay. Now, the next most important thing is this one because these top guys are getting the most traffic. Google came out with the analytics of traffic behaviors, and the top website over here takes, I believe it was about 37 or 39% of the clicks of the total traffic for searches, which is pretty impressive, thinking that it's a lot of searches for your services. So it would be a huge chunk of new traffic towards your website. And then when you have your website fully optimized for conversions and user experience, you can use it as a pretty much a lead generator magnet for your business, right? Which is at the end of the day the goal of a website. It's not just a pretty face. Is ideally you want to use it to rank it, and that way captivate new clients that don't know about your business yet, that go there, find information, see the services, they like you, and they purchase. All right. So now, what can you do on your website and outside of your website in order to rank at the top? Because if you can see here, these two guys are also these two guys. So these guys are getting the lion's share. However, they're not doing that much. Okay. So first thing, you want to have on your homepage at least 1,500 words of command content. Command content means that within your content, you want to have embedded all the keywords pertinent to your services and the areas that you serve. That are buyer intent ideally, okay? The keywords that when people are looking those things is because they actually want to buy the service. So it's like they're very interested in going for them, okay? So you want to make sure at least, like I said, 1,500 words. You will see times that you see other websites ranking at the top. They don't have the 1,500 words. That makes it even easier to go and beat them, because over and over we've done this with hundreds of different businesses in a lot of different industries before we decided to stuck within the aesthetic and the wellness industries. And 1,500 words at least of content allows you to put all the keywords for Google to index everything properly, understand that you're really well informed, communicating properly, and giving a good experience, okay? And also 1,500 words is a good number to be able to still make it look nice. Because if you put like 5,000, either you make a super long page or there's gonna be a long, big chunks of text everywhere. But you always wanna have it a little more aesthetic, a little more visual. So 1,500 words allows you to make it pretty nice. Right now you're sitting at about 661, okay? So you would have to pretty much double that and make sure that you're including the right keywords. Now, the next important thing that I would do, well, or that you need to do, okay, are what they call backlinks. This is a tool that we use that gives us data from Google. All right, it's called Ahrefs. This is a paid tool, but you can get it as well if you want. Here, when we put your website, it gives me all the analytics. Basically, you have 352 backlinks that come from 34 different websites. You are ranking for 56 keywords at the moment, and you're bringing about 42 people in new traffic every month. This, if you want the very exact number, you will get it through Google Analytics. But keep in mind that this is new traffic, okay? Then also the DR and the UR, this is basically the rating, the trust rating that Google gives you, and the power rating that Google assigns to your website. So the higher these are, the more trustworthy and highly considered Google has your website, and therefore the more likely is that they rank it at the top. Okay. Now, how do you get this pumped up and ranked, and how you fill the keywords and everything? So keywords, like we talked, is with the content, all right? Then backlinks is basically when another website gives you a shout out to your business, either with an article, a blog post, a press release, a comment, okay? And then it's an hyperlink or a picture or a word that somebody can click on it, and that will take them here or to one of your sub pages, all right? Now, keep in mind that not all backlinks are the same. Backlinks that come from websites that Google have in high consideration, with high DR and UR, because they're older, they have a lot of traffic, there is a newspaper, I don't know. Websites that have been there forever that people trust and use all the time. If one of those websites gives you the shout out, obviously it's going to count way more than a lot more shout outs from smaller websites, all right? So you always need certain quantity, but quality is always more important than quantity. All right. And then, as you can see, for example, the SAP or the San Diego IV, they have a good amount of backlinks and everything. ASAP IVs, even though they're the top ones, a lot of their keywords and their traffic is not real. I mean, it's real, but not really important because they're bringing traffic for generic keywords. So somebody in Nebraska can be looking for this, and they don't serve Nebraska, so doesn't make sense for them. First, do like these guys on San Diego IV. These guys actually are doing really good. They have all the local keywords. They're ranking pretty good. There's still spots to beat, but they're doing a good job. And this is a great example of quality over quantity, right? They don't have that much content, which is crazy. So it would be very easy to beat on that aspect. And then, as you can see here, they don't have that many backlinks and not that many referring domains. So this means that their referring domains and backlinks are strong and powerful, all right? But like I said, they're not that many. So this is something that you can easily beat either by copying the ones they have and then building better ones on top. Or, I mean, we use our own things, you know what I mean? And if it's something that you would like to talk about a little more, we definitely could. But basically, once you do these things and the content, and then once you do the things for your Google Business Profile, you'll be on the way to the top spots in relatively short time, because it's about 100 clinics that they do IV therapy in San Diego. But it's only about 15 of them that are actually doing proactive marketing and trying to rank at the top with that makes sense, the things they're doing. Everybody else, unfortunately, well, unfortunately or fortunately for you, is pretty much a mess. So yeah, if you want to talk a little more about these things and about how can you make it faster, about getting a better idea, or even if you want to maybe us do it for you, whatever. If you feel like this is useful and you want to talk a little more, please give me a call either to my phone number or to my email, and we'll set up a time and talk a little deeper into this. Okay? Thank you.